All right, so Alabama gets a huge dub against Southern Miss. Not too surprising there. Um, Not a lot of things to really take away from this game besides, Bryce Young looks really good. He had 5 touchdown passes, only had 2 incompletions. And, of course, he threw his first interception, which never should even be an interception because Jameson Williams, for the most part, it was in his, pretty much try to catch it with his body and ended up being a tip interception. So, Bryce Young played spectacular, made a lot of great decisive decisions, and he just had a good game. Went through his progressions. Other times where he could have took off a little bit. Times where he could have took off but decided to throw it, made some huge plays. For the most part, there's really not much to complain for him. The offensive line, I would definitely say this. We definitely improved a little bit compared to last week, but we need to get better there. I thought that Javon Cohen had a great game as far as run support, but in pass blocking situations, I need to see him get better. Chris Owens is the kind of the exact same thing. Emil Ekiyor, the exact kind of same thing a little bit there. There were times where, Southern Miss was able to get some really good pressure by simply just rushing 4. And, Bryce Young had to scramble a little bit. He had to step up, scramble. So I would love for our offensive line to get better in pass protection. Our running attack, I love to see our running attack. I love seeing our running attack getting way more involved compared to what we saw last week. That's great to see more diversity in our game. I feel like we've kind of gone away from our identity, which is the running attack. So I'm glad that we got better there. Jace McKellen had a great game, had over 100 yards. Rodell Williams, the same thing. Both running backs averaged closer, I think they both average over 8 yards per carry. I will say this, again, is this the best Alabama running group of all time? No, right? This is, I hate to say it, as far as just like these, they're talented, and on paper, they're 5- and 4-star players, but is it like a Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris, Damian Harris, where all 3 running backs are literally in the same exact room? No, it's not that type, at least not yet. Jace McKellen is a phenomenal feature back. He's a great feature back, but I don't know if he's our main starting guy. I don't know if he should be the main guy. Brian Robinson got banged up, didn't even play this game, got bruised ribs for last week. But, again, Jace McKellen's more of a Kenyon Drake type of running back than that, than your classic bell cow guy. But, yeah, Jace McKellen, for the most part, had a great game. I will say this, guys. Defensively, because this is kind of one of my biggest concerns. Defensively, our linebacking core is not good. At least not now. We got exposed a lot in the middle, in the seam. We got exposed there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mississippi State could have continued. They could have continued to try to run up the middle in the seam all if they wanted to, and they could have got a lot of success there, guys. They could have got a lot of success. As a matter of fact, they did have some success. We got to get better of really controlling that. The middle of the field with our linebacking core. It's issues where they get deep enough, and there's issues where they're not really trying to get close enough to try to control the underneath routes. Most importantly, the shallow crosses. Like, we got to get better at that. We've had too many damn issues with that, and a team like Ole Miss, which damn near scored 40. There's a reason why Kenny Yeboah draft stock rules, it went through the roof after that Bama game because of how Lane Kiffin was able to, set up his guys, for successful situations and definitely stretch the ball in the middle of the field. So we got to get better at that. Our secondary corners got to turn around for the football. I don't understand. Josh Jobe, man. I've been ripped on Josh Jobe a lot. I kept saying it, man, I kept saying it during the preseason. He never turns around for the football. I don't get it. Josh Jobe gets at least 1 pass interference call per game. And once again, Josh Jobe, great coverage, was in a position where all he had to do was find the football, turn his head, find the football, get the pick or deflection, just make a play on it. And he just never, ever turns around for the football. He never does it. He's always in good position, and he never turns around for the damn ball. I don't know what is it with our secondary, with our players in the secondary. The only player that has turned their head around to find the football is Jalen Armour Davis as far as outside corners. He's the only one that does it. So, I don't know. I feel like that can definitely be an Achilles. That's definitely part of an Achilles heel. It's a weird one, but it is. We just don't turn around and find the football. And we always get pass interference calls every time on that. So we got to get better at that. I mean, there's really not that much to really complain from this game. I mean, we came in there, we handled our business, we dominated, and we put up 35 points in the first quarter. So I'm not going to sit up here and just, complain about a 56, 62 point victory. But overall, for the most part, we made some mistakes. We once again couldn't get off. We had some situations on third and long situations on defense, and we just couldn't get off the field. That's, that's the situation I was talking about regarding them literally running a play where a dude just ran a seam route wide open in the middle. So we got to get better at that. But yeah, I'm not going to complain. We handled our business. And we just got to move on next week to Ole Miss. I am very nervous about Ole Miss, and I'm probably going to make a lot more Alabama videos talking about that Ole Miss game. I'm very nervous about that game. I said if we were able to lose one game in the regular season, it would be to this team. But I'm excited at the same time because I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a shootout. I don't want it to be a shootout, but I think it's going to be a shootout, and it'll be very interesting to see how Alabama plays, how they'll play Ole Miss in that game. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe, and I'll be back with more reactions, so definitely stay tuned for that. But anyway, Jan Sports, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Peace.